Bach 921 said yo 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 it's ya boy communist Yoshi Simp 69. Swift Simeon said hi everyone. Bach 921 said Dabs KN at Swift Simeon. Miniball said hey guys. Bach 921 said hi Min.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I forgot to do a thing. Of course I did. I was sitting here going, like, right before I hit the button, I was like, did I remember everything? Did I do all the things that I've wanted to do?
Bach 921
the answer to
said
that was
HA.
no. The answer to that was no, but we're
Simon
fine now.
Oma said hello.
Hey, what's up, Simon? But yeah, how's it going, everybody? I almost missed the stream today. I also just realized, and this is a detail that's going to bother me and only me, that
Bach
the chat
921
start
said dabs on Simon Oma.
They start disappearing just before the border of the little chat rectangle thingy, and like I'm only
Simon
seeing
Oma
that because I'm so
said playing
zoomed
games
in.
today.
Hey, there you go. But yeah, I'm only seeing this because I'm so freaking zoomed in, and I'm sure it matters to nobody except for me right now. But now that I know it's there, it's gonna bother me, and I'm gonna fix it and probably screw it up later. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Me. I'm talking to myself at this point. Don't fucking worry about it. Oh my god, okay. I have a perfectionist problem. I really do. It's not fantastic. It's really not. Like, okay, so it's one thing to be like, I want to do better and I want to do the best I possibly can. But it is another thing to obsessively focus on the tiny details that don't matter as much to the
Bach
point where they start driving
921
you insane.
said hashtag min breaks stream hashtag ban min hashtag promote Bach 921.
I'm not doing it. I also just realized I had my mic slightly further away from my face because I was eating cereal just now because I haven't eaten anything yet today and I woke up at 2 p.m.
Swift Simeon
I'm not proud.
said if I can submit my jank yash on Discord you can do anything.
It's fine. We got this. It's okay. Everything's cool. I need to plug my phone in. That's another thing I forgot. I need to plug my phone in so that I can make sure it doesn't die
Bach 921.
during
Said
stream.
cereal? In this economy? Brew
Cereal in this economy, correct. That is absolutely correct. I also had bananas, so I'm getting fancy. So I had some honey bunches of oats with banana in it. And I don't care what people say. I know people say honey bunches of oats is old people cereal, but fuck you, it's delicious. So
Banana!
damn straight. Absolutely.
Swift Simeon. Said Brazilian real is cheaper to eat.
I've never heard of that. I don't think I've ever seen that in stores. I believe you, I've just literally never seen it. I just realized I can make a blind joke out of that. But no, it's literally not in stores over here. Over, at least in this, where I shop. I don't even know
Swift
if it's...
Simeon.
I don't know.
Said it's money, please don't eat the money.
Not the money. Not the money. We're not eating the money. That's fucking gross. Speaking of money, actually, I saw a thing the other day about how, like, Canada started printing new coins because they're like, okay, we gotta, like, replace the ones with the queen on them with the ones with the king on them now. And, like, people aren't happy about it. And I'm just like people are like, they're ruining the money. And I'm like, they're not. It's changing. It's fine. It's actually fine. I don't care what it looks like as long as it works, you know? That's where I'm at, personally. Let's hop over to Minecraft instead. I don't know why, like, that's just a thing that popped into my head, you know? Anyway, let's move over here. Welcome to this. Here we go. Welcome to our little swamp. I'm actually gonna take the shaders off for today. I like using them, but sometimes we don't need them, you know? Especially since we're gonna be underground for most of this, technically. So it'll probably just be easier to see in general. We stand accessibility on this channel, if at all
Bach
possible.
921. Said hashtag ban the shaders.
No. Okay, so I did some stuff off screen, right? I did a lot of digging, and I made this. And, like, I'm probably gonna redo this at some point, but that's not gonna be today's problem. I'm gonna probably extend the top floor, like, out to, like, match this or whatever. I just feel like that would be a little bit better, maybe? I don't know. But what we are gonna do is pick a spot and build some stores. So, yeah, I dug a lot of this out. A ton of it. Like, all of it, really. So we have... This is where one place is gonna go. This is gonna be the horse parking, aka stables. This is probably gonna be another store of some type. These are big spots, and we might not use all the space in here, but they're big spots. There's gonna be another one. And another one. Yeah. So, I feel like we're gonna just, like, work on one of them today. And I don't know what that one is gonna be. No idea. So, I guess...
Bach 921. Said hashtag.
Hashtag? Tag hash? Tag the hash. I don't know what is happening. Okay. This one right here kind of has a problem. And by problem, I mean this, right? So we're gonna essentially have...
Bach 921. Said tag your has with crisp $100 bills.
So, like, the wall for the stairwell is gonna be, like, right here, basically. You know? I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this space yet. But we'll come back to that. Matter of fact, yeah, that's gotta be something else. That can't really be dirt, but again, we'll fix it later. We'll fix it later. I'm just putting this here so that I know to fix it later. It's fine. We're not working on this today because I cannot be bothered sorting this out in my brain space. It's too much for me. It's fine. It's fine. What I'm probably gonna do is make this like a little display area, maybe, for something. I don't know what it'll be a display for. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm thinking restaurant today. Which is like frustrating because we've built a lot of restaurants lately. But I'm feeling it. And you know what else I'm feeling? The destruction of this.
Bach 921 said, does it feature some good soup?
It might. It very well might. Okay.
Bach 921 said, now I want soup.
Go get some soup. Soup would actually be really nice. But yeah, no, go get the soup. We're gonna hear nether
Simeon
portal noises a lot.
said, no soup for you.
Oh, big sad. Why no soup? Why no soup? We must have the soup. Okay. You...
Swift Simeon
Wrong thing.
said, the meme demands it.
Are you at soup? Are you at the soup store? Do they sell soup?
Bach 921 said, cries in lack of soup.
Are you at soup? Okay, so these were meant as like guidelines. I don't think they're sticking around. And I just threw this up here. You know what? Let me grab something real quick. Let me do the things. Wood. Spruce wood. Here we go. Yeah. So we are going to come in like so. I'm actually going to go in like this. And then these two. Are coming in like that. Or, better yet. Oh, no, they just do the weird sideways thing anyway. Alright, fine. Yeah. And then these will get swapped out with whatever I decide to put as the border, I guess, question mark. I'm switching these. These don't matter. They don't matter at all. They're gonna get covered up anyway. It just makes sense in my head. Okay? I'm doing things that make sense in my head. Now the question in my brain space is which place should be the entrance, right? Because this would make an amazing entrance, I feel like. Not the water. Not the being in the water part. This would make an amazing entrance, but I also feel like, you know, you come down the hallway to go to the other. You can walk in through here. Or even through here. You go all the way to the end. And then you could put, like, seating or something there. Make it look all pretty. You know? Because we are absolutely putting glass here. If nothing else. Okay. I think the best choice for now would be for us to decide what to put down here. And I think we're gonna go with smooth stone. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Here it is. We don't have to worry about weird block orientations or other kind of weird shit. We can cover up all the things that don't make sense in my brain space. It's fine. It's fine. Right? So we can come down. We'll be able to see into the restaurant from the nether. We'll come out from hell and we'll see food. You know? I think that's the best. We're gonna take 2 types of glass here. Right? 2 types of glass. It's gonna be fine.
Minibulb. Said Bach 921 rolled a d20 and got a 8.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So we're just gonna have nice windows. No idea how this entire build is gonna turn out. I did share it with the old Unknown Empire crew, and they thought it was really cool. So like, you know, we'll see how it turns out. I have very much
Swift
abandoned
Simeon
the swamp vibes.
Said rolling for soup.
Rolling for soup.
Minibulb.
I love that,
said Swift
actually.
Simeon rolled a d20 and got a 16.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. And there we go. I don't often use glass blocks. I try to avoid them at all costs. And I don't know if that's a good thing right now. Do we like that? This is why I don't typically, because it looks so jagged. Man. It looks so jagged. And it doesn't like... Yeah, I don't think I like that very much. Also, it doesn't really match up with this. So I'm gonna bring this in yet another one. So that it can match up. I think, I hope, maybe, kind of. Yeah, I'm ripping this out. This is why I play in creative mode. Because I know I'm gonna make something in survival and then hate it and then be like, now I need to rip it out. And then I'm just gonna feel like butt. Okay. Matter of fact, do I actually need this here?
Bach 921. Said rip it out. Make it regret being placed there by you.
Yeah, right? It will rue the day it was placed there by me. Or something. I don't know how to make this match
Bach
up.
921. Said make it cry for its mommy.
Mother. Mother, I crave violence. That's what it says to me. Man.
Bach 921. Said mother. Mother, I crave soup.
Yes. Will you bowl for it? I think that's the real question. Will you bowl for soup?
Bach 921. Said Rue think. Bach 921. Said perhaps.
I would. You know what, actually, now that I think about it, it's been forever since I've gone bowling. Like, man, that would actually be fun. That looks better. That looks better. Damn it,
Swift
stop falling
Simeon
in the water fountain.
said I got mod checked frowny face.
Oh no, hang on. Hang on. What did it do to you?
Bach 921 said I don't remember the last time I went bowling.
Oh crap, I don't see it. Hashtag. Okay, that was like forever ago. Yeah, okay, well thanks Twitch for
Swift
not
Simeon
letting me...
said I was quoting Danzig.
Okay, let me do something real quick. Where am I at? Where's everything? Where is everything? Oh my god, I have so many things open. Hang on. Twitch, what the fuck? What did you do? Let me find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on!
Swift Simeon said mother, do you want to bang heads with me?
Automod!
Said at Bach 921 cousin let's go bowling.
Automod needs to learn what context is. Can we be honest here? Like, fuck. Okay. Automod really do need to learn context, though. Okay, let's see where what are we doing? What are we doing? How are we doing it? What's this restaurant gonna look like? Because it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can see the things today. 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 1 in. Hooray for odd numbers. I was gonna say I could have lined
Bach
it up with that, but it wouldn't have
921
worked.
said at Swift Simeon only if we go bowling for soup.
Haha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fuck! Of course! Well... Give me a second. Give me a second. Damn even numbers. Okay. Let's try this then. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bach
1,
921
2, 3, 4.
said even numbers are like the East Coast. So overrated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2. Son of a bitch. Fine. Have it your way, game. Have it your way. And of course, this is a direct result of my actions.
Swift Simeon said odd that you would think that.
Ah. I see what you did there.
Bach 921 said this ain't Burger King game.
Or is it? Or is it? Where's the entrance? It's right here. Jeez. Yeah, because I want like the entrance to be right here so that we can put all the seats and stuff here and have it look all pretty and nice and stuff. You know. I should actually like frost part of the glass. Maybe. You know. Give people like a little bit of privacy but make it look nice or something. I don't know, actually. Could be a thing. Let's get some floor action in here. The question is, what do I do for the floor?
Bach 921
What vibe do we
said
go
do
for?
it. We know you won't. Pegasus.
Wow. Y'all have no faith in me, huh? Wow. Wow. I don't even, just wow. Just wow. Okay. Alright. Do we go like 50s diner and make this all like green and white and red? Is that what we should do? I haven't been into one of those in like years. But I'm thinking block of quartz.
Bach 921 said just wow, not to be COFUSED with sham wow.
Oh my god.
Swift Simeon said I've not been to a 50s diner in at least 70 years.
Yeah. Like, you know those places that are like set up like one though? I don't know if this is like the right color palette, but it's always like a weird red or orange that's like you'd never want that anywhere almost.
Bach 921 said bag of memes.
A bag of memes. Alright. I don't really know if this is gonna actually turn out that way. I have like zero reference image. I should really just look one up, honestly.
Said a rare breed in England. We just have grimy cafes with greasy but tasty bacon rolls.
I feel that. I don't see a lot of them around here these days. I know they're around. I know they're around. Like, if you know where to look, you'll find them. You'll find plenty, in fact. But, like, I just haven't been to one in forever.
Bach
I used to go to one a lot.
Said at Swift Simeon, shut up and send me all your tasty bacon rolls, please and thank you.
Yeah, I would love some, actually. Can you share? That would be great. I would be forever happy if you would share your tasty bacon rolls. Wait, hold on. Why do I feel like this is a phrasing moment? I feel like I should worry about that. I feel like I should be very worried about that. Maybe I'm just paranoid because y'all have conditioned me to be paranoid. Maybe that's it. Maybe y'all just traumatized me into being paranoid. I don't know if it was you, I just choose to blame you. Yeah, you know, when you're traveling through the swamp, be sure to stop by the fucking diner. The swamp diner, you know?
Swift Simeon said fine, blame me, but I'm keeping the bacon roll now.
No! What if I want the bacon? Give me the bacon! I don't even know what's happening anymore. Okay.
Bach 921 said STFU and give me all your damn bacon rolls at Swift Simeon.
Wow. Okay, we have a floor. We have a floor. Now we need light and walls. Okay, so first of all, temporary lights so we can fucking see. I have dynamic lighting with Optifine, but you know, having actual light around helps. This is why I have a torch in my offhand. So I can fucking see.
Swift Simeon. Said a floor good enough to eat bacon roll off.
Oh my god. We're gonna go with dark green for walls. Or for some of the walls. You'll see.
Swift Simeon. Said I need to stop talking about food.
No, it's fine. You know what? Just to mess with you. What's y'all's favorite foods? There, I did it. What's y'all's favorite foods? Because mine... I feel like I've asked this question before, to be fair, but... Mine tends to be, like... I don't know... pastas and pizzas and stuff.
Swift Simeon. Said love me a good steak.
Oh, there you go. Steak is very respectable. No steak hate. You know what, actually? We're gonna put like a lighter color up here. I don't know if it's gonna be green or something else.
Bach 921. Said I'll tell you my favorite after this commercial break.
Alrighty. Let's do... We need some stained glass. We need to stay frosty, folks. Give people some privacy. A little bit of damn privacy. There's not a lot of privacy with this particular... Minecraft doesn't like privacy. The game, specifically. I'm talking about the game, not the... Yeah. I need to be more careful with my phrasing, goddamn. I almost feel like I should change the color of the glass, just because it looks weird with the stained glass now.
Bach 921.
I might actually
Said
do
my
that.
favorite food is orange chicken from Panda Express or chicken pot pie.
Ooh, okay. Orange chicken's good. Some of my favorite food. So I have a lot of foods that I could consider my favorite. So like, it's really hard for me to just pick one. So you know, we've got your standard pizza, pasta, stuff like that.
Swift Simeon.
Then you got poutine.
Said you could have a Archer phrasing soundbite.
I could have a lot of things. I could really have a lot of things. But that is definitely a thing I should look for. Because I use Mix It Up for sound alerts and stuff. So like, I could really, like, realistically have just about anything as a, as soundbite. And I can have just about as many as I want, too. Which is kind of nice. It's nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna change out that glass. We're gonna go to our beloved cyan. That's gray. Where's cyan? There it is. Our beloved cyan glass. Yeah, there we go. Okay. You know, you're blind when. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is hard to see. Okay. My ass.
921.
My ass is blind as fuck.
Said if you love cyan glass so much, why don't you marry it?
Because I'm a little too aero for that. That's like the most real, but also most smartass answer at the same time. Yeah, that looks a little better. Still not very private looking, but it's meant to be. Just pretend that this is more see-through than it is. Or less see-through than it is. Oh my god! Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? How do you guys not clip
Bach
my random bullshit?
Said more see-through lol.
It's just... how do you guys not clip all of my random bullshit? Honestly.
Terrain B52.
It has been a while.
Said whoa, that house interior looks good.
Thank you. This is actually sort of like a mall. This is gonna be like a little restaurant type area here. But this is a mall in a swamp. It's a swamp mall. But I'm glad you like it. So this is what the outside's looking like so far. I'm gonna like work on this later though. But yeah. It's a little place called Checkpoint. It was meant to be like a little rest stop.
Said is it the Shrek Memorial Mall?
But it's
Terrain
the
B52.
Shrek Memorial Mall.
Said a swall?
The swall. I like the Shrek Memorial Mall. I'm into that. I that makes me laugh far too much. Okay. Alright. There is going to be like an inn upstairs. So it's gonna be like some shops down here and horse parking out there. And then upstairs is gonna be like a little bit of a hotel inn type thing. So we're going full windows with this. Yeah. I need to decide. You know what? Let me Google something real quick. I need a reference image. Hang on a second. Google Images, you're gonna help me out here, alright? You're gonna help me out here. How does this... Oh my god, it's very colorful. That is a lot of colors. Okay. They all have like the poofy chairs. There's so much checker pattern. Oh my god. So much checker pattern. Can I get something that's what it is but less insane maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Cause we're going with like a green vibe. There's gonna be reds. There's gonna be reds. Oh my god. So much checker pattern. It's everywhere. Sorry, I'm just like looking through Google Images to try to find a fucking palette to work with here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. They got the red on top. I might mimic this particular palette. What's the ceiling like? Can I get... Okay. Alright. We've got our work cut out for us here. I'm actually gonna bring this back up at the end of the day. We're doing this again. Cause I was thinking we're gonna do more green in the walls. Or like a lighter green up top. And like we still could. But I have like an image now, right? And like this is gonna, oh my god, this is gonna be... I'm thinking actually that I'm gonna swap these out. So that we can put like the red in the walls. Right? So let's do... Let's see how this looks. Because I don't want it to be like a smooth texture all the way through. Yeah. I promise it'll look good in the end. Who knows? Actually, who knows? I actually don't. I really don't. Alrighty. I should have pulled up the reference image first, honestly. There's just so much checker pattern everywhere. It's just like, you can't escape it. The checker pattern is definitely going to be a little more subdued here. I might do something with that at on the edges of the ceiling. Who knows? Who the heck knows? Dang it. Figures I put the torches on the one block I'm trying to replace. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's try something. And then that goes all the way up there, so that should be, that's black, that's white, black, white. Do I add it to the edge here? Let's see how it looks. It's gonna look so bad. Maybe I won't add it here. Maybe I won't add it at the edge here. It's fine. It's fine. We're experimenting. It's fine. Is this gonna be how I want it? Probably not, honestly. We're not doing the entire roof in checker pattern. But it is gonna be there in some capacity. Okay. See, then we've got mangrove from there, right? We're definitely gonna have to figure out how to cover that up or something. Who knows? I don't know yet. I have no idea what we're doing. Okay. Now the question is, do we use the red sandstone or some other just really, really red block? Because red sandstone is more orange than anything. Ooh. We've got these. I don't think I've ever used the red mushroom blocks before. Those could be fun to use. You know what? Let's experiment. I don't hate it. I definitely think I should be using a different type of red sandstone. Because we've got smooth red sandstone right here. This is giving me library vibes. Right? So these are 3 different ideas. I love this, honestly. So here's a thought. Don't know if this is gonna look good. It gives me like layered ice cream vibes, you know? Which ones do you think, right? Because we're gonna say the one on the very left is number 1 with the mushrooms there. Number 2 is the cracked sandstone. It's not like called cracked sand, it just looks cracked. 3 is the smooth sandstone, 4 is the combo, I guess. I kind of like the first one. I kind of like the first one. It's giving the right vibe to me. You know? It's giving the right vibe to me. I might actually.
Swift Simeon said I'd say first as well.
Cool. Alright. I have an idea. I have another idea. Another thought just popped into my head. We need like a lighter green. Let me do.
Swift Simeon said the green and red gives watermelon vibes. The black and white makes me think of licorice.
Oh, there you go. We're gonna try something. Cause okay, so the green, we're gonna bring the dark back for like the seats and stuff. I don't know if this is gonna be like too vibrant. Who knows? It might actually be. So how do we feel? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's swap this in. I've never used mushroom blocks for a build before, like ever. And I feel like it makes sense because swamps and funky fungi or something. I do need to build a little spot for like cooking. You know. Right? Okay, so I'm wondering if this is too bright. That might be too bright. Let's get a couple of greens going on in here and see what happens. Let's go back to lime. Right, because we've also got lime terracotta, which might be better. That actually might be better.
Said I'm wondering if the top layer would look better at the bottom.
Maybe also. That could also be. I think this is better. Like the darker green is a little better. But it's not like the dark prismarine dark green. Because the reference that I'm using has the red up top, and I wanted to try to mimic that, but there's no reason why we can't, like, mess with it, you know? How do we feel? You might actually be right. You might be right.
Swift Simeon said I meant the black and white at the bottom.
I'm gonna have the black and white kind of covered up by the ceiling a little bit. Because where the bottom's gonna be is gonna be like where the seats and stuff are, so I don't want that to be too busy. I like this though. This is a little too neon, and I know that's kind of like... This is gonna be like a muted swamp diner, you know what I mean? This is such a weird place to build a mall.
Swift Simeon said that's a good Shrek green.
So for an example, I suppose, we're gonna have like the roof come in like this, or the ceiling come in like this. And that's gonna like cover part of it up. Because I wanted it to kind of peek through. Because otherwise I feel like it's just gonna look like the floor is like coming up into the walls, you know? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just slab this entire thing and then work with it after. This whole place is like, what if Shrek and Fiona just straight up opened a fucking diner in their swamp? God, it's been forever since I've seen Shrek. Honestly, one of my favorite movies as a kid. It's just so much fun. You know what? That's another question for today.
Swift Simeon said Guy Fieri comes along and rates it.
Yeah. Except, like, you know, their cooking is just gonna be like all kinds of like weird nasty stuff that like they would love, but like we would be like, that's not fit for human consumption. That's another question. Favorite movie as a kid? Yeah, so these are gonna be like half covered by the thing. I think we are definitely going with this green. We're gonna bring the dark prismarine back though. Real soon. Okay, and then we have there we go.
Swift
Still
Simeon
need to work on the roof
said
aesthetic,
tough one.
but
We'll need to give it some thought.
yeah, right? I feel that. Okay, so like right in here, we're not gonna really have much because we need space for people to like walk inside and things. I'm gonna be real simple with this restaurant, honestly. And we're gonna go in with this for our lovely little counter. And then we're gonna go this is either gonna look real good or real bad. Who knows? Okay. I want this to be smooth. This might be better. There we go. And we can have some seats at the counter here. You know.
Swift Simeon said I'm going to say Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. We watched that in the Discord like months ago. It was definitely a while ago. Okay, so let's do blast furnace. We don't need blast furnaces. We'll get some of these. Brewing stands.
Fusca Bat Live
drinks.
said I watched
Hey!
Jumanji a few times but remember nothing from it.
Jumanji was good. Wabbit and a couple of us actually watched like the sequel that they've made, which I didn't know that existed until recently. So like, you know. I should really put this on something else.
Swift Simeon said have you seen a show called A Town Called Panic? No one I know has seen it.
I can't say that I've ever heard of it, honestly. Then again, I haven't heard of a lot of things. Because, like, I live under a rock. Says the person who rediscovered my
Swift
obsession
Simeon
with Cyber 6.
said it's French claymation. There's a cowboy, a horse, and Indian.
I see. Also, welcome in, Fuskabat. What's up? Fucking sure. Sure. Let me look at my image again real quick. Okay, it comes down a little bit over here. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Fuskabat Live said I decided to look up Nidhogg, and I vaguely remember the game Grumps playing it. Swift Simeon
Okay.
said I remember watching Jumanji on VHS.
I used to watch, when I was really little, I used to go to my cousin's place a lot. I used to actually see all my cousins a lot when I was younger. But my one cousin in particular really liked to just play random movies. And, one of them happened to be Jumanji and stuff. He used to also like to scare the absolute shit out of a lot of us, by watching fucking Chucky and stuff. So that was fun. So much fun. Love that for us. Okay, I need lights. But like, okay, I'm gonna put sea lanterns in here, but like, it might be a little too modern. I don't know. Kind of stands out with all the green too. Oh, wait. These might look better. Definitely a lot less, like, crazy. That blends way better. I might even be, that might even be acceptable. Okay. Yeah, look at this.
Swift Simeon said I used to cry to the brave little toaster goes to Mars.
Aww.
My family still give me sheep about it.
Aww. You know what? We tried it. We tried it. I had the idea in my head. It looked good in my head. I don't think it's gonna work here. We'll make up for it with other detail. I don't think I've ever actually watched The Brave Little Toaster. Yeah, okay. Alright, it's starting to resemble something. We're gonna have a lot of seats. A lot of stuff happening. I want to have a couple of seats at the counter here, but I don't know if I will, actually. I kind of like it being like, this is so crammed, though. I think I'm gonna move it out one more.
Swift Simeon said the brave little toaster is actually pretty dark when you look back as an adult.
So I've heard. Oh, fuck. Damn mushroom blocks. Why you gotta be a pain in the butt like that?
Swift Simeon
There we go.
said totally not trying to cover up for young me crying.
It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Let's start planning out where some of these seats go. We're gonna have a lot of booths. right? There's gonna be a lot of booths. One right here. One right here. Right? This is gonna be interesting. I didn't really think about how I'm gonna do this. Didn't really think about how I'm gonna tackle this. But we'll put one right here. One just immediately right here. We'll have like another little... Oh, what's it called? It's not called a lectern. What are those little like book stand thingies called? They're not lecterns. I can't remember what they're called. Hang on. We're gonna fly to an entirely different town just to figure out what they're called because I can't be bothered looking it up. We're going on a little trip. Little trip to the library because I know they're in here. And I'm gonna feel stupid when I remember what they're called. I just don't remember what they're called.
Fusca Bad Live said lecterns are a thing. Swift Simeon
Are those what I'm
said
looking
I think
for?
lectern is right.
Is that what I'm looking for? We're gonna find out, and I'm gonna feel real dumb probably. Hey, look at that! I feel real dumb. Awesome. Thank you, Fusca. I was like, lecterns are like the I thought they were the things that you use to make like the different banner patterns. But that's something else. Those are looms. I mixed up loom and lectern. That's what I did. That is absolutely what I did. Don't worry about it. It's just a brain fart, you know? It happens. And look at that. That was the entire ad break.
Said I didn't know looms did anything.
I think they didn't for a while, and then they just like added them in to do stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna pop that in right there. So you come in and you get your reservations, and then they take you in or whatever. I assume that's how that works. Or should I move it one back? Let's move it one back.
Swift Simeon said fancy 50s diner.
No. Yeah. This is gonna be like the weirdest thing. This is gonna be like the weirdest thing on this whole map. Is this fucking swamp mall, you know? Let's throw a book in here. Just to make it look extra fancy, you know? Oh no, it's gotta be one that that's being written in or something. Book and quill. That's it. My brain's totally working, you guys. Totally working. Yeah, you come in. Someone will take your shit. And you'll do whatever. Okay, cool. Amazing. I'm thinking what we'll do here is we'll add like a table or something, you know? No booth right here. Nothing like that right here. Or should I just make everything booth? Everything booth. Everything booth. Okay. Or just like...
Mr_Chicken_5 said, are you only partially blind?
Indeed. Also, hi, welcome in. I have limited sight in one eye. Alrighty. You know what? Let's throw one in right here. Sure, why the heck not? And you get plenty of walking space, you know? I don't think I need my image anymore.
Mr_Chicken_5 Started following you.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my little hideaway. So yeah, my name is Minivolved. I am a blind elf VTuber. And yeah, we just got a vibe. So welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay. Okay. Excuse me.
Bad Live. Said lo-fi Lavender Town is a thing that shouldn't exist.
But it does, and honestly, it's kind of great. I am here for it. I've used the piston table design a lot, but I think it'll work here. This is not what I want. I think it'll work here. We're getting a lot of Pokemon ones today, actually. Not that I'm complaining. Definitely not complaining. I gotta figure out what to do for the middle bits here. There we go. And then we're gonna take some pistons. Not the sticky ones, I guess, unless you want like gross sticky tables or something. There we go. I forgot to put the blocks there. Shit. Okay. I swear I put the blocks in that one. I guess not, though. Alright. Nope. Come on, there you go. Beautiful. And then right there. You know what? Actually, I think that works out nice. You can't really... Well, I guess you can. Squeeze in through here. Okay, so we got a lot of red and green going on here. And I'm here for it. I am, genuinely. I feel as though I would like... What would I like? Maybe bring a tiny bit of that mangrove back? I don't know. I don't know. No idea. Okay, we're gonna have like a little bit of a privacy thing between these two booths, I guess. Or at least this one's gonna have like technically the most privacy.
Swift Simeon. Said the great thing about those tables is you can put them down at night and wipe them down with the floor mop.
I have feelings about that idea. I have feelings about that idea. I have feelings about that idea. Okay, we need to worry about our lighting situation. That's a thing that we need to... Also, I feel like I need to do something with this ceiling, but I don't know what to do with it. We're definitely going to have lights up there, but I don't know what to do.
Said this is fast food, it's all about efficiency. OSHA doesn't need to know.
Huh? No, God. Oh God, why? I can't stomach that. I cannot. Okay. Alright. So, honestly, this is looking pretty good. I feel like, I do kind of want to add... I want to add pressure plates to these, because, like, the tops of these tables are usually, like, usually have some color on them. Right? And, like... So, like, the question is, which ones do we add? We could do mangrove for the red, because I don't think crimson would work as well. But I'm also like, it would be cool if we had green ones. We could do warped, I guess. Maybe we could try it. Yeah, we'll try these. Whoops. We shall try. We'll do one of these. I want them to be like one color. I'm just like, which one will look better? I'm thinking, okay. Mangrove it is. It just, the warped either blends too much or just doesn't work in my head. We're doing this. Did we actually do it? We did. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Technically, I could have hidden lights under the seats because pistons are technically transparent. It's really weird to think about, honestly. Okay, let's figure out where to put the rest of these. Because, like, holy crap. We're gonna go... third one in from the right, and then like that. And then we're gonna go... something like that, sure. Sure, and then we're gonna go... like right here? Question mark? I mean, that doesn't not work. Or should I push them in? I think I should push them in. I think I should push them in. Kinda like this. Here we go. And then, like, the question is, what do I do with the actual roof, ceiling, whatever? 'Cause, like... Let's look at our slabs. We could bring some green up there, perhaps. Hell, we could even do like a color shift thing, kinda. I don't know how well it'll work. I'm just thinking like for something around the edges or something. Nothing like crazy. Hell, we could even use oxidized copper. That could even work. Just to bring a little bit of the green back? I don't really know, honestly. But it's like, I don't have to bring the green back. I could do something else entirely, but I don't know what that is. So let's try... I kind of want to try our color shifty dealio. So I'm going to go all the way up to here. And like whatever we do, it's going to go like all the way around the edge. Probably not through this. Because this is supposed to shift colors. And like, I don't know, I feel like that could be really subtle, but really cool. Is it actually shifting? It's really hard to tell if it is. I think it is. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I like that idea, right? But I'm also like, do I just bring more dark prismarine into this? Right? Or... and like that definitely shows up more.
_Wabbit said moo.
What's up, Wabbit? That definitely shows up more, and I definitely like it. That one... the color shifty is a cool idea. I want to try this in here first, before we make an actual decision. I'm leaning toward the dark prismarine, though. Definitely leaning toward the dark prismarine. That's really hard to see. I'm feeling the dark prismarine, y'all.
Swift Simeon said hi at airsoft_wabbit.
Welcome in, Wabbit. How you doing today? I'm sorry for like accidentally hijacking your thing yesterday. That was not my intention at all. I feel bad about it, honestly. Cause like we were doing that whole like guess that game thing. It's guess the dot game, and like Wabbit started doing it, and then I decided to join in, mainly because I was having trouble seeing the pictures on his stream because it kept getting very pixely and stuff. Not his fault by any means. But I was like, I want to be able to see it a little better, right? So like, you know, that's what I did. And then like, I guess others joined in on their own thing as well and started doing it themselves and stuff, and
Fusca Bad
yeah,
Live
it's a whole thing.
said it was pretty much my fault. I continued with it after switching to guess the music.
That's, I mean, so did I, honestly. Oh, I forgot to move this out.
Airsoft_wabbit said not much, just got back from dinner. Had
Right
pizza
on.
at a local place.
Ooh. Let's move this. That sounds fun. Okay. So we've got lights. We have a functional ceiling. Right? I do want to put paintings up. At least a couple, right? How do we think this looks so far? How are we feeling about it? Kind of helps if I do that and that, so you can actually see the whole damn thing. Honestly, I think it's pretty. I think it looks pretty good for what we've got. It's just like a little diner, you know? Let's throw up some, yeah, let's throw up a couple of
Simeon
paintings.
said looking good, makes me think of a smoothie place.
Yeah, kinda.
Airsoft_wabbit said like,
Yeah. I figured, so this world, right? For those that are new and are still chilling, this world used to be part of an SMP that I played on back in the day. And it was a roleplay SMP, so it was like, you know, D&D-esque. So it was like, you know, medieval style and stuff like that. I am not beholden to those rules anymore. Though I will say, I do like to try to stick to it if I can. Right? But, you know, I'm also like, do I have to? That's the question. And the answer is no. No, I don't. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. So we're going to throw that up there. We're going to throw this one. Maybe something a little brighter. Sure. That's brighter. Definitely. And then, like, what do I do with this? Do I do something with this, or do I just leave it? Because, like, I feel like I should do something with it. I feel like I should do something with it. But I don't know what to do with it.
Airsoft_wabbit said okay bedtime lol.
Oh, really? Fair enough. Should I bring the red down a little bit? Let's try something, right? Because, like, now we're just adjusting shit, right? Does it look better with the red further down? No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. It was worth a try. I don't like it.
Airsoft underscore Wabbeat said no, not really. Swift Simeon said I prefer the 50-50.
Yeah. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Okay, so not as many paintings as I thought there would be. I mean, I guess we could do some one wide, 1x1s. Here we go. Yeah, let's get a couple 1x1s going on here. I don't know what any of them look like. I'm glad that they added the ability to, like, choose specific paintings. What I don't like, is that they didn't add any. And I, you know, it's fine. Like, it's whatever. But I do wish they would have added some.
Swift
I feel
Simeon
like I should add one to this.
said for the blank space, how about a sign with names of viewers who beat a eating challenge? That would be something. That would definitely be something. I mean, we could definitely put a sign of some type here. I was thinking too, like, we could even break this and do something with this, but, like, I don't think I want to do that. This might be something we have to come back to, Wabby
like, in
said
in
I
future.
like that.
If by eating so, that would be amazing. We just, like, I was gonna say, like, have everybody's picture up there or something, like a wall of heads type of thing. But that'd be a very small space for that, honestly. I feel
Swift
like
Simeon said, Swift died here attempting the 50 liters of ice cream in 50 minutes.
Bro didn't make it. There we go. We got all the torches out here. Let's get this torch out of my hand so we can actually really see the lighting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for that. Wait. I love how I went from building with torches to building with, like, basically no torches in the end. I don't know. Maybe that's fine as it is for the moment? Like, the sign thing definitely... Maybe. We'll have to... You know
Fusca
what?
Bad Live
I'll think about
said
it
a
for a
man
while.
ate 8-pound burger in 30 minutes. This is what happened to his organs.
Oh my god. Those videos, though.
Airsoft underscore Wabbeat said bro got turned into a popsicle. Swift Simeon said not everything needs something, sometimes silence is best.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, the signs and stuff aren't a bad idea. I don't know if this is the right spot for that though. Like, I could move that painting and do it right here or something. It's like people come right into the restaurant and be like, so and so did this. Boom. Or even the back wall or something, or just all over the walls. All the walls even. So, like,
Fusca Bad Live
Said I was offered burgers a day after watching that video. No thanks.
Oh god. Oh dear god, no. I would not. I could not. Okay, now my question is, do I cover up this little bit of mangrove? Because honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. Honestly, I think it looks fine. I think we might call this restaurant done. Right? So you come in through here, you do your what? You sit at your table, you eat some damn food, and you're on your way. Right? This was meant to be like a blacksmith type area-ish. I'm gonna say ish. Right across from the damn restaurant though. Yeah, I don't really know. So it could even be back here. The blacksmith area could even be back here because it'd be away from the inn. In both senses. So maybe this is where that goes. But then what goes here? Oh my god, okay. The restaurant is the only thing I imagined for this place, and I'm like, but it's a whole place. We've committed to a giant project, and now I don't know what to
Swift
do.
Simeon. Said Holiday Inn?
So, the inn's gonna be up top, right? So what we have, when you first come into the mall, right? You walk in, there's gonna be like a staircase that goes up.
Airsoft_Wabbeat. Said I think there's a hole across from the restaurant.
Correct. But yeah, this is where the inn is gonna be, more or less. It's gonna be like a little small thing. I'm gonna probably extend this out to go over top of the stables and stuff too. Matter of fact, we might as well work on that. Yeah. You know what? We'll work on that because I have no idea what else to put on the inside. But it'll be fine. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine. Let's also make this a little bit more whatever the hell it's gonna be. So we're gonna lose that shape that I created, but that's honestly okay. Like, I am genuinely fine with that. Okay, and then we're gonna just bring it all the way out. We're gonna bring it all the way out. We're gonna have a lot more room up here. We're just gonna bring it out. Wrong thing. Right? So then we're gonna go... And then that's gonna... Is this gonna match up? Yeah, okay. We're figuring this out as we go. You know what I mean? This is absolutely gonna just be an unnatural thing jutting out of a mountain. But like... I mean, what's a mall, right? We just got... Yeah, that's fine. Here we go. Just gonna plop that there. Yeah, so the in part of this is gonna be on the upstairs bit. To kind of, you know, make things less of a pain in the ass for the guests, right? Or make things be less of a pain in the ass for the guests, I should say. Because they get to sleep in a nice quiet place. In theory. Because what I want to do for the downstairs is, like, I was thinking of adding, like an armor blacksmith shop, like, place. We got the restaurant, but I'm not really sure what else to add to this, right? Because we were originally, before it became like a mall, it was originally like medieval truck stop. If that makes any sense. That's what we were kind of going with. Is like a rest stop type of
Swift Simeon
thing.
said can't be a mall without a Cinnabon.
A Cinnabon. I mean, we could add a bakery. We absolutely could do that. Dang it. We could do bakery. I have built, there's like 2 of them in this world already. There's 2 bakeries. You know what? I'm actually surprised I haven't added one to Waypoint. Now that I think about it. No. The glass is so hard to see. It's so... Oh my god. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Good god. This is the price I pay for using Optifine sometimes. It weirdly enough kind of goes backwards on the accessibility slightly, specifically with the glass. It has definitely served me more than it's hurt me. But glass is not an easy thing to work with, even without Optifine. I was gonna take those out anyway, so I guess it's fine. Oh. Good lord, okay. Where's everything? Where is everything? I don't know! Oh my god, okay. Am I done with the glass? Yes? Fucking better be. Okay, you know what? Let's go in with this.
Swift Simeon said darn got modded again. No need to undo it though, just another bad joke.
God, AutoMod really needs to learn what context is. Hang on. Hang on. Glass is a pain in the... On principle, it's a terrible pun, but on principle...
Swift Simeon said glassy a pain in the ass.
Glass is a pain in the ass. I gotta allow it, right? Just on principle, right? Because that's not... That's like the worst pun ever, but like it's fine. I should remove those slabs underneath, but I don't care. I don't care enough to. I should, but I don't. It's fine. It functions. It works. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay. But see, now we have more space to work with for this inn. We can make little rooms. I guess we're just gonna work on the inn. Sure, why not? I'll try to look up more reference images for fucking stores or something. Part of the thought just occurred to me to make like a tax agency. Just, you know, go to the swamp to file your taxes, you know? Like an H&R block, but for fucking but for Minecraft. Okay, but like, there's block in it. I have to now. I feel like, maybe. I don't know. I'm just like trying to come up with shit on the fly and it's not working. It's not working. You guys help. Send help, please. Please send help. Oops. Please send help.
Swift Simeon said, have you ever lost your boot in the swamp? You need swamp insurance.
Swamp insurance. So this area, right? I should show you guys the world map in a second. I want to dig this out first. But yeah, this area is like, sort of like a junction between a couple places. And I'll try to show you that in a little bit. I just want to dig. I just want to dig! I was not prepared or even thinking about doing the outside today. So yeah, I'm thinking of only having like a couple of rooms in here, right? So this area will be like the reception type area slash seating hangout spot, I guess, maybe. And then the windows will be dedicated to the actual rooms. Don't know how this is gonna go down. Like, at all, really? And I'm just gonna replace this with spruce because fucking why not at this point? I can't go too much further this way because that's the ceiling for the downstairs. It kind of comes up right here, which is super awkward. We're dealing with challenges presented directly by my actions. In a way, when you're playing Minecraft, you're trying to outdo yourself constantly. Like, all the time. I am my own challenge. Assuming that I choose to actually engage with the challenge that I present myself with. That's a weird way to think about it, I feel like, you know? How do you know what? How do you guys view, like,
Swift
building
Simeon
in Minecraft?
said, I beat myself up all the time.
Honestly, same. Just, that's a mood. I don't know what to say other than holy shit, that's a mood. But how do you guys view building in Minecraft? Like, whether it's survival or creative, like, how do you feel about it, you know? I'm not gonna put the glass in yet, because I want to, I want to get a better idea of how this is gonna go down.
Swift Simeon said, if you're having fun, then you're winning.
Sure, that's fair. I can appreciate that sentiment. I do find that sometimes it's really easy for me to get like caught up in like how my builds look relative to like everyone else's, because like every time I've joined like servers and stuff, like I'll always see everybody's like insanely cool shit and I'm always like, man, I wish I could build like that. And then like everybody else keeps telling me like, you're a good builder, but I just have a hard time believing it because like I don't think I'm a good builder. And like, you know, y'all stick around, so I guess I'm not doing that bad, right? And I do like the stuff that I come up with. But then I see people doing like these insanely intricate castles and shit. And then it's like, how many of them are using like the schematics mod and stuff? Not that
Swift
people
Simeon
shouldn't.
said people can build working 16-bit computers in Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah, they sure can. They sure fucking can. And here I am in a swamp. You know? But like that's such a shitty mindset to be in, because I'm like, I can build. Like that's the thing, is I can build. The problem isn't that I like can't do things. The problem is that I struggle with like doing the things that I want usually. And that's like, again, 100% a me problem, you know? Let's bring these in here. Actually, no, I should be using planks. Also, and it's like, what is the point in me comparing myself to everyone else? I'm not everyone else. I'm not. I'll never claim to be like a good builder
Swift Simeon
or anything.
said the key is that you actually do it. People can easily say, oh, I can do better, but they don't actually do it.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. And like, I at least try, you know? With whatever I do in Minecraft and everything else for that matter, I at least try my best. And like, I need to get myself out of that going like, well, I can't do what everybody else can do. It's like, fucking, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to like beat myself up over it, you know? You know what? Let's... Hang on. Yeah, because it's usually like this. That's my pattern.
Swift Simeon said I have imposter syndrome at work, but at the end of the day I'm the one doing the job, therefore I am in the right place.
Sure. And that's fair. I mean, that sucks. I'm sure that's got to be rough, honestly, but you know what? Let's try something slightly different. And see, like, here's the thing. I'll see these people do these crazy builds, right? And then I'm like, oh man, how the fuck do you do that? That must have taken hours. And here I am getting frustrated that I'm not able to do something within a couple of minutes. And I'm like, why am I comparing me doing something in a couple of minutes to what other people do in hours? That's not fair to myself. Why am I doing that to myself? People are doing their own damn thing. Like, fuck. I don't need to be beating myself up like that. I really don't. There's no reason for it. It's just me being, toxic to myself is what that really is. And like, you know, part of me is like,
Swift
oh man,
Simeon
I hate myself for doing
said
that. And it's
insert
like,
Homerla grill joke.
like, part of me is like, man, I hate myself for doing that. But I'm like, what is that accomplishing? What is me saying about that? What is me saying that about myself doing? Fucking
Busta
nothing.
Bad
That's
Live
what.
said, everyone else just sounds like the few whose builds really stand out. Also, this world is a massive and impressive build.
Yeah, and to be fair, I didn't do this on my own. This world was built up over the course of 2 years as part of a survival, like a server, right? So most of these builds aren't even mine. But even still, what I have built is, at least in my opinion, really fucking cool. It's probably some of my favorite work I've done to this day, right? So I'm like, why am I beating myself? Why am I beating myself up? Why am I so damn hard on myself for absolutely everything? There's no need for it. And it's like, if somebody comes along and doesn't like what I'm doing, that's fine. There's so many other builds out there that people are gonna like, and, you know, that's fine. You know what? We'll add another unique space right here. These are gonna be rooms, by the way. These are gonna be very small rooms. But I'm trying to, like, cram in some
Swift
space.
Simeon. Said all these kids building in Minecraft when we could have child labor space elevators by now.
Oh my god. But see, like, I love building in Minecraft. I absolutely adore it, right? And like, my problem is that I'm impatient with myself. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons I sort of fell off survival, is because, like, I find that it takes so long to gather everything that I need, and then by the time I get it, not to say that I can't do anything cool, but I'm also like, ugh, I'm just so tired of finding getting all the things and putting it all into a thing, and just, it takes so long. I just want to build, right? So I was like, okay, well, here I am building. You know? Okay, that's gonna
Swift
be...
Simeon. Said kids don't know the pain of trying to find that one Lego brick you need.
Oh my god, right? You know what, actually. We're gonna bring this out one more because I need space for a door.
Fusca Bat Live. Said dinner time.
Right on. Enjoy. Yeah, because we need space for a door here. But my whole thing is, like, I'm just like, I don't need to be so damn hard on myself. I really, really don't. There is no reason for it, like, in the slightest. Okay, so the door's gonna go here. But then, like, there's this whole place. Like, how am I gonna get in here, right? Because if I... Yeah, okay, wait. I need to, like, adjust this whole thing. I need to adjust this whole wall. Okay. And see, if I was in any other mode, this would have frustrated me. Because I'm like, now I gotta take it down and whatever. It's like, it's not that bad, me. It's really not.
Swift Simeon.
Chill.
Said at least it proves you're not a egomaniac.
I mean, I certainly try not to be. Okay. That's still not far enough. Because I literally need... Oh my god. I cannot... Okay. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this room's gonna be like the fancy room, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how to let people in. There. Sure? Sure. Maybe this room will also be a bigger room. Fancy room's right here. You know what? Sure. Maybe that's what it'll be. There's nothing saying I can't.
Swift Simeon. Said you need to tell the cows below that they can't spin 50 miles per hour in a 30 miles per hour spin zone.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we got fancy room here. Yeah. And then fancy room here. Boom. Yeah. There's nothing saying I can't do it. I could even just have seating area out here. They're gonna be small rooms, you know? You're literally gonna have your bed and, like, a barrel. This is supposed to be a rest stop. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's just supposed to be functional. So, like... you know, if you're looking for comfort, go to Waypoint. This is checkpoint, bitch. That's the that's the slogan. This is checkpoint, bitch. I don't even know. I don't even know. And like I get to the point where like sometimes I'll build something like this and I'll be like, "Oh my god, it's lacking in detail. It's so like gross and I hate it and stuff." And I'm like, "Can I trust my own damn process, please?" Like every build starts out like that. No build starts out looking good. If it does, the person has likely pre-planned everything to the point where like they know exactly where every block is gonna go, right? And I'm like, I don't right now. I'm literally doing this on the fly. Like, what do I expect from myself? Oh my god. This is where I'm at. It's such a toxic mindset and I hate it. And I'm, you know, I do what I can to try to, you know, deal with it and stuff. I'm so hard on myself for no good reason. Like, literally no good reason. I forgot to show you guys, like, the world map. But I can show you something that kind of illustrates my point, right? In a little bit. And like, I know I'm beating this into the ground at this point. I apologize for that. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna give myself a little mental break from this. Because sometimes that's the thing too. I struggle with a design and I'm like, I need to come back to it. So we're gonna come back to it. Matter of fact, this whole map, this entire map here that you're seeing, this giant central continent right here, basically this and a couple of everything, almost everything that the highlighter is touching, all custom terrain, right? So we didn't make the original map. My computer hates this right now, but we played on survival in this for like 2 whole years. You know, and of course I've been continuing on in creative after the server itself died. And this was my area. I didn't build the floating islands, but they do in fact float. Let's see if I can just... What direction am I facing? Yeah, there we go. Taking a while to load in. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right? I did this in creative after the server died and stuff, but like, because this was just a big old platform that I didn't know what to do with before, so I made this. But most of this place was done in survival. I didn't build the islands, they were already here, I just deforested them and built a whole bunch. Right? 2 years of work. Why am I comparing this and what I was able to do with this to what I've been able to do today? This is 2 years. And what we were doing in Checkpoint was like 2 hours. Kind of a huge difference. And by kind of, I mean it's insanely huge, right? And I love this place. This place is like my home, you know? Like, for a long time, I saw this fake world that I helped build as more of a home than my actual physical home. Because life was kind of rough at that point. So, you know, things were happening. So, I put so much love and care into this place. And I'm not going to stay here for very long, because I've shown this place off so much at this point. But, like, I don't... it's not fair to myself to compare all of this to one tiny restaurant that I just built, like literally just built. And even then, half of this I went and swapped out in creative. This little shop here wasn't done in survival. This was not survival. Neither was this. The original places existed in survival, but like I rebuilt them. Neither was this. Most of this place was. And I'm not going to go through every single place that was or wasn't, but, you know, something like this was. This was actually one of my built on one of my earliest live streams on my old channel. So, this world is kind of the reason I started streaming, actually. You know? So, like, I've put, like, my entire YouTube and Twitch career into this, essentially. It took time and effort. That's not to say what I've built today hasn't taken effort, because it absolutely has, but definitely not the same amount of time. Right? And like, okay, yeah. I don't really build super intricately detailed castles and shit. But like, do I have to? Like, do I actually have to? Because like, honestly, I don't want to. I don't want to work on a build that takes that long. Like, maybe someday I will. But like, for now, I just like building stuff that I can do in a couple of hours and enjoy what I like and contribute to something bigger. Because that's like my best work has always been little things that combine into one bigger thing. Right? Because we're working on the small, and I'm like, this is going to combine into like a much larger thing. So like this inn, for example, it's technically part of a giant structure, but in my mind, it's a separate build. We're working on a separate build right now. Is that weird? Yeah, probably. But it makes sense in my brain, so that's what I'm sticking with. Actually, idea. Right? We do this instead. Bring these in here. Because, like, that's a lot of mangrove, right? And, like, I don't know. I'm sorry for, like, going on and on about it. You know? But it is what it is. Let's fix that. And, like, you've seen, I make loads of mistakes in my builds. Loads. Totally fine. Totally fine. Sometimes I'll go back and fix them later because I don't see it happen on stream. Totally fine. It's okay. And that's honestly me talking myself down at this point. Like, I'm not gonna lie, half the time, like, I'm, like, saying, oh yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. That's literally me talking to myself and telling myself that it's fine. You know, because it is. Because anxiety's a bitch. I think that's a huge part of why I beat myself up, actually, is just a lot of anxiety. It's not great. It sucks. But, you know, here we are, right? Like, and sometimes you just gotta find ways to deal with it. Hopefully those ways are healthy. Unfortunately, I myself am no expert on that, so I don't really know what to suggest to anyone, except for, I don't know, get therapy if you can. Yeah. Yeah, I'm rambling at this point, honestly. Very much rambling, but it's okay. I hope. Right. I think that looks a little bit better. It's very dark in here. Very, very dark in here. It's very mangrovey. Where's my, I need light. Can I get light? Can I please get some light? Are there torches out here? There are. We're probably gonna get rid of them all, but that's okay. For now, we need light. Let there be light. Or something. We can see. Jeez. Man, how do you guys put up with all my ramblings and stuff, honestly? Because, like, dang. Okay. I do need to figure out how this whole sort of stairway is gonna be. How's this gonna go down? Right? Because we're gonna have that there. I'm just gonna follow what I've already built so far. And I'll worry about adjusting it
Swift
after.
Simeon said tonight on the Min Monologue podcast.
I know, I'm sorry. This is what we do, apparently. We just sort of ramble about everything and nothing at the same time. Because, like, yay?
Swift Simeon said it's fine.
I mean, I appreciate it. But I'm also like, damn, it's a lot. It's a lot to think about. I freaked out for a second going, why am I seeing that? And it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna have to figure out. I might mess with that off screen. Maybe I'll make that like a viewing area. Ooh, actually. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea to me. Hang on, can we actually do that? Let's do something like this. Right, 'cause yeah, okay, let's go up like this. I don't know if this is gonna actually work. Because a lot of this is gonna get covered up by, I mean, maybe. There's nothing saying I can't raise the other ceiling. I was not intending to figure this whole thing out today, but here we are. Now that we're done rambling, it's back to just focusing, you know? Okay, how are we doing here? Wait, let's do something like that. And then can I actually... That's right, because hang on. Right, because this right here is that, so I gotta kinda... I mean, this doesn't have to be a third one. That doesn't have to be that. I can literally just put this here, and it's fine. And then... we'll go, like, right here. Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I'll do another display window. Who knows? It's gonna get weird. I mean, this whole thing is weird, let's be honest. But that's okay. Weird is good sometimes. Because I'm like, if I can incorporate this into the actual shop, that would be honestly really cool. In some type of way. That might be a thing I definitely try, honestly. And then you gotta go down here. And then, like, do I really need that whole thing to be? I really don't, actually. Oops. It can be, like, those can be stairs. This could work. This could actually work. Hang on, hang on. I have ideas. Ideas are starting to form, kind of. A little bit, maybe. Give me some sight. I need visuals. Wrong thing. Because it's like, I mean, why not have a window here, right? Into whatever this is gonna be. I don't know what this is gonna be. We'll figure it out eventually. Maybe next time. But I feel like it could be really cool either way. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Those are probably going to get converted into stair blocks. Right, and then I think for now we'll leave that, because it's going to come into... I still need to figure out the ceiling type of deal. I'm going to actually take this back a little bit. There you go. There we go. Yeah, so we have something started. We got something going. Is it what I originally wanted? I don't know. I actually have no idea what I originally wanted, let's be honest. Let's throw the glass in here. I'm usually, like, super obsessed with having, like, planks on either side of the window, like here and here. But I'm like, honestly, that's not bad. It's really not. It's really not. There's nothing wrong with this. And, like, part of the reason I've been doing this on stream is because I'm like, I want to challenge myself to use other types of blocks, you know? Like, just shit that I don't normally use. I'm kind of here for this, honestly. I'm kind of here for this. Let me, Oh, right, yeah, this passes in front. Okay. No, actually, that's fine. That's actually fine. Right? Because then here, we've got... I decided to add a little bit of this outside bit here. And then, like, where's our, there we go. There we go. Just like tiny little bit of detail. I don't know exactly what I'm doing for the roof of this as of yet. I have the roof line, but I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. Probably something simple and relatively flat. That's probably what I'll be doing. I'll worry about that in a little bit, though. Because right now, I do want to start working on... We're going from thing to thing. We are very, like... very all over the place is what I'm trying to say. But that's not a bad thing. I kind of want to incorporate the mud brick into this, right? Because we've got a lot of the orangey, reddish orange from the mangrove up top. It almost looks drippy with the arches. For whatever reason, it's giving me drippy vibes, like it's dripping down. but not really. Like it is, but it isn't. Let's get some mud bricks. Why not? Let's do mud bricks. Actually, let's do mud brick stairs as well. And we'll do something like so. We'll just create some walls. Right? I don't know if this is what I'm gonna actually want, but we'll find out. And then we'll do something like that to give it just some random depth, I guess. There we go. Okay. I mean, that functions, right? I'm not trying to make anything like uber fancy with this. I'm just trying to make something functional. So let's do... What color fence gate should we put in here? What'll stand out against that mud brick and darker browns? Maybe something lighter? Would birch work? Part of me wants to default to cherry, but that's so bright. I mean, oak would probably blend. It wouldn't look bad, I don't think, but... Let's try birch and oak. Standbys, you know, but let's try it. Let's see which stands out more. This is the birch, and this one's the oak. Let's see what we like best. Okay. They both look good, honestly. They both look good. I'm leaning toward birch, though. I'm gonna throw birch in there. Right? And then we're gonna take... We're gonna divide this. Yeah. And then... I'm gonna grab fences. We're gonna get our birch fences. There, that way, if we do put horses in here, they won't be able to get out. But they're, you know... There's plenty of space for them to get out. Matter of fact, actually, let's replace 2 of these with fences. Yeah. Beautiful. Right? It's something extremely simple. Like, nothing to it. How many, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that we can add some lighting. I do want to add something to the ceiling there too. We're gonna go a little overkill on the lanterns. It's fine, no big deal. And then that's gonna be whatever that's gonna be. Yes, okay. Let's do just like a simple thing with slabs, honestly. My brain is thinking spruce. Nothing fancy. We're going simple, right?
Swift
like
Simeon. Said what? No electric horse charging?
I know, right? the technology hasn't been the technology is still like super expensive. So like we're kind of lacking in the resources to make it happen, you know? Let's do some podzol, some hay bales, some dirt path, and a cauldron, and some water. Okay. Right? So we're gonna go in with this, maybe. Throw in some of that. So they can have a little bit of a drinky poo. That's right, I said drinky poo. Oh, it just gave me a bucket. Okay. Sure. And we're gonna go all in with the path.
Swift Simeon. Said I was distracted thinking about leaded and unleaded hay.
I don't know that I really know what that is, actually. I don't know my shit, if I'm being completely real with you. Sure. Why not? Actually, maybe. We'll throw in a little bit right there. Fucking unintentional with the circle thing.
Swift Simeon. Said another bad joke. Here we have leaded and unleaded petrol.
Gotcha. Like, I'm just like, what is everything? I don't know what anything is! There we go. We have stables. They're very, very simple, but they're stables. You know what? I think we're just gonna go for the simplified roof up here, too. Right? Because I don't want to really do too much to mess with the mountains. Any more than I already have. So I think we're just gonna go very, very simple with it. And like that might be our best plan, honestly. There we go. And there we go. Beautiful. Wait. Dang it. Beautiful. It's just simple. Sometimes simplicity is bliss. You know what I mean? Also, sometimes your best course of action. I've had a few people tell me, I don't know if like anybody would be down for this, but I've had a few people tell me that I should consider making like building tutorials. Because, like, people keep insisting that I'm good at what I do, and I'm like, I'm not. But thank you. But they're like, you should do building tutorials. Because, like, you'd be really good at it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I've never really been much of a teacher. This does look pretty good, though, honestly. Simple. Which is kind of the point, honestly. Like, there's still a big gaping hole over here, but... you know, we're starting to get somewhere, right? Let's go back up over here. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I want to make like a little reception-y type sort of spot. So I'm gonna like, that's like a really big, that's like a really big area for that.
Swift Simeon said you could do tutorials. It's a bit of a saturated market. You'd have to think what unique twist you could bring to it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's I'm like, I don't really know that I'd have anything unique to add to it. Cause like, honestly, I tend, like, tutorials are great, right? I've definitely learned a lot from tutorials, but I tend to learn the most from just watching people build, you know? Part of me is wondering if I should swap. I think I should swap the where the doors go. Because, like, this feels tight. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. You get a little bit of nature when you go outside.
Swift Simeon said tips for blind people. Not sure how well documented that area is.
Oh, sure. That's absolutely a thing. I don't see a lot of that with Minecraft specifically. But to be fair, there aren't a lot of blind people that can play Minecraft. Like, you know, there are mods that I'm using right now called Minecraft Access that, like, definitely helps with that and makes it possible for a lot of people, but it's like, you know, it's not always possible. But it's not impossible either. So, like, you know, take that as you will, I suppose. So my idea right now is to have like these little crossbeam things happening. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea or not. I think it might be. Just maybe lose this one. I would like a central one though. Right, because I like the idea of them matching up over here. And then this right here might go to, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I genuinely don't. So it just all connects to that. And then like have a central one through here. So how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it's 6 fucking blocks. Okay. Dang it. Okay, well in that case, I'll do it on like, I'll feel it out, you know? I'll feel it out. Sure, actually. Sure. And then I want, like... Do I want to bring that up a little bit, actually? That'll mess with the roof. That'll mess with the roof. Maybe we'll keep it low. Give it, like, a low feel. You know? I do still have to figure out what to do with here. Might be just as simple as that. Okay. We need to bring in some brighter color in here. And I'm thinking the ceiling is the best spot for it. For now, for the moment. Don't know if this will be too bright, but I feel the need. We're gonna try these two. Right, so we're gonna take this spot here. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright. Out of the two here in the ceiling, I kind of like the cherry. Like, the birch is good too. The birch is really good too. Excuse me. I'm kind of like... I'm deliberating, you know? We are deliberating, and I'm trying to decide, but I kind of like the cherry. The cherry and the mangrove go surprisingly good together. I feel the need. We've yet to bring cherry into this, and I really want it here. I'm trying to give this, like, a different feel from downstairs, too. Like, you know. I still want it to look relatively cozy. Like, nothing super fancy, but, like, cozy enough. Like, you're not gonna be like, you're not gonna have a bad time staying here. That type of feel, you know? And this can get fixed. And I like having the logs peek through up top. I like having like a trim like that where stuff peeks through, like, but it doesn't always work. Yeah, so we're essentially gonna have like a bed like right here. Oh yeah, that actually works. That actually works. So you're not like immediately in the window. You got some privacy. Accidental privacy for the win. That actually is a really big win, damn. That's actually fucked up that it's gotta be a win, now that I think about it. But it's fine, here we are. We got this. And then we got this one. This could even have multiple beds, you know? Or like a double bed. It could be like a double bed suite. You just kind of shove yourself in the corner. I don't even know. Or like one right here and one right here. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. And then like, because I'm probably just going to put like a bed and like a barrel in here, you know? And this could have something on either side. One for everybody. Kind of like the same idea though, where like one's across like this, one's across like that. We'll figure that out in a second. We'll figure that out in a moment. Let's look for beds. Here I was going, we're gonna make the reception area and stuff.
Said could have a double bed for traveling couples.
That is true. That is entirely true. Boop. 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 That's right. We boopin'. So we could do like this. Yeah, and then we could put like a couple of barrels or even like a chest over here, just so there's a place to put things.
Swift Simeon.
Yeah.
Said nothing better than a double bed when you're on your own though.
Honestly, right? So we got 2 double bedrooms. I thought this was gonna be really awkward, but it actually works. So we got 2 windows in this one even. And then we got this one, which has more space, technically. Or does it? That's got 2. That's got, oh no, it doesn't. Just the door's in a slightly different spot. Fair enough. Pros and cons to all of them. Okay, speaking of doors. We're moving, we're schmoving. We're doing a thing that I did not intend to do today at all. But we schmoving. Okay, which doors should we use? This might not work for us. I mean, there's also the standard oak, which I guess is fine. We could go spruce, but we've used a lot of spruce. Jungle, I guess? Question mark? I've yet to really use bamboo. I don't think we're going to use cherry here. I don't think that's going to work here. We got iron. We do have dark oak, but I think that's a little too fancy for this. Let's try some doors, shall we? Try some doors. Okay, so first is crimson. It's a little dungeony. I mean, it doesn't not work. There's the spruce, which also isn't bad. There's... jungle is surprisingly okay, actually. I'm gonna put bamboo here because it's gonna be easier to see, I feel like. Okay, so... I don't think so. Unfortunately. It's a good door. That is a nice door. But I don't think it's what I want. So it's kind of between all of these. The crimson is interesting. Again, deliberation time. Deliberation time. It's a time. I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay.
Swift
So,
Simeon said number 3 is so overused, but it is the best.
The jungle, you think? I don't use jungle a lot in my builds. I really don't. But I think I'm gonna go for it. Cause like, weirdly enough, I use spruce all the time for doors and stuff. And dark oak and things like that. And like, I don't use jungle that much at all, really. But I think I'm gonna roll with it. We're gonna at least... yeah. We get 2 different types of pink in here. And orange. Lots of pink and orange. Okay. And now we have a little spot, a big spot, for like a counter type area, which I don't think is gonna take up all of this space. This is a big... I could always just bring in the wall, I guess. Like, there's nothing stopping me, honestly. I really don't need that much here. Let's move this a little bit. Let's put those there for the moment. Actually, that goes there. That goes away. Yeah, like, I really don't need that much more than half of this, really. I don't know why I did that. That just helps me mark things out in my brain space. And see, like, that still lines up, you know what I mean? Oh, wait. Yeah. And then we get... and then we just fill it in. Right? Because then you've got... we don't need to worry about this. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Actually, we do. Very slightly. There. Now we don't need to worry about it. Also this. Oh. I forgot this section, apparently. Okay. No, it's fine. We can fix it. There it is. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, so we can just have like a little tiny spot for our receptionist. Whoever they are, you know. Let's go with... Let's go with some stone bricks. We have like 0 gray in here, and for some reason that bothers me. Even though I actually don't like the color gray very much. Yeah, literally just something simple here. Nothing fancy. We do not need anything fancy. Matter of fact. Some chiseled bookshelves. A book and quill. I think you can put book and quills in the bookshelves as well. So let's just get an item frame and a trapdoor. There we go. Oh, I should have grabbed a lantern too. We'll worry about that in a second. There we go. And you know what? Just to be fancy. Boom. Trapdoor. Can we get a lantern up here, please? I need a lantern. Do I really have no lanterns except for over here? I don't even have lanterns in here. Dear Lord, they're outside me. They're outside. They're in the horse parking. Right here. Not that hard. I could have just searched for it. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. I'm gonna also do something like that. Because it makes sense in my head. It makes sense in my head. Is it unnecessary? Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. We don't need it. We don't need it. Do we need this? We don't. We don't. Let's... Can we please just... Can we have this? Can we have this? I'll take that, actually. I will take that. Okay. Cool. And can I slot these in? Oh my gosh, I can. We're just gonna throw some books in here. There. Very nice. Now, it's a little bit dark up here, because, like, look at this. Hang on. Right, as soon as we take this out, there's the light from the lantern, which is nice, but there's not a whole lot going on out here, right? So I think what we gotta do is we're gonna add, like, a little seating area. Where we can, like, a little kind of like a living room, but not quite, you know? So we're gonna have... What are we gonna have? We're gonna have some couches. Right? Now the question is, what do we use for couches? Part of me wants to use more cherry. Part of me wants to use more cherry, but I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. What color? What color should we use? Green? Do we bring green into this? Or do we bring warped? Or crimson? I kind of feel like I want to go brighter though. I kind of feel like I want to go brighter. Not like neon bright, but like bring a little bit of something into this, you know? We got prismarine, we've got oxidized cut copper. Like, is this gonna work? Is endstone gonna work? We've used that before, and it worked out not too bad. Okay, let's try something like this. We'll do, because we want to give people room to walk. That is not what I call giving people room to walk. That is also not what I call giving people room to walk. Okay. So we're just gonna have like something like this. Maybe a little further in even. Just give people room to fucking walk to their rooms, you know? But also have table, space, and more seating. Maybe? Or just one? Is this what I would like? I don't know what I want here. Okay. I mean, this isn't that bad, honestly. Right? Because then we can have... we can have wool. I can spell. I can spell. Now the color. The carpet color. Is this where we bring in the green? Right? And then we do just a nice fancy glass table. Some frosted glass. Yes? Sure. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And then right around here, we'll get some... some green carpet. No idea if this is what we want. Literally no clue. Okay. I feel like if I'm gonna do the green carpet, I should probably do like the end stone stairs. I also feel like I want to put carpet here. You know, something like this. Just something simple, you know? Nothing complicated. Just like a rug. I do feel like I want to stick lights up here. In some capacity. Yeah, I'm gonna try the... Can I try the end stone? Are we gonna like this better? I mean, sure. I'm also gonna take one of these and plop it right here. Part of me wants to just get away with sticking that up here, but I feel like it hangs a little bit low. I guess I could put it right there and it'd be relatively unintrusive. Relatively speaking. And then I could even say no to the one on the table and add like... what would I add here? Like a plant? Like grab a flower pot. Like nothing crazy, but like, can I go to... Okay, I don't even know what this stuff is. functional blocks, redstone, natural blocks? Is that where like the flowers and shit are now? Sure enough. Do we plop a mushroom in here? Because I don't want anything tall. Like, I don't want anything like... Okay.
Banana!
Banana! I don't know if I actually want the red in there. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Let's pick a different one.
Minivolve. Said airsoft underscore wabbeat rolled a d20 and got a 13.
Not bad. Not bad. What should we add to this? Pink petals. Do those go in? Can those go in a pot? Nope. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
Stretch.
That's not a bad idea. What do you think I should put in this flower pot? That's what I'm trying to figure out right this minute.
Have a drink.
I will. Give me a second. Ugh. Hang on. Y'all just coming in here with all the point redemption, just redeeming everything at once. I see you, Wabbit. I see you, Wabbit. Alright, we're doing the stretch. But what do you think I should put in the flower pot? Because, like, I want to add a little bit of color in, but not too much. Ooh, spine crack. There it is. Ooh, I needed that. Wow. Oh, okay. You know what I need? Is like a straight up... Ooh, ow. Okay, yeah. I need like a straight up massage. There is so much damn tension in like my lower back. It is ridiculous.
Airsoft underscore wabbeat. Said Caddis.
You think so? I could certainly try it. Alright, drink incoming. There we go. Alright, let's give Cactus a shot then. Let's see how it looks in this context. That is definitely taller than I wanted, but... because I don't want anything like super tall, and there was already a lot of green. I was hoping to bring in like a different color. I don't really know what though. I don't really know what. I don't know if I'm feeling the cactus, if I'm being completely honest. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. We could put like a sapling
Airsoft
in there.
underscore wabbeat. Said fair.
Yeah, like, it's not bad. We could do blue. Like, just like a little pop. Nothing crazy. You know what I mean? The wither rose, the torch flower. We could do cornflower. I think I like the blue orchid better for this context. Let's put these two side by side and see which one we like better. Right? I'm really feeling that orchid, actually. Cause like, it's often said that like blue is, like orange is blue's complement, right? So like, well, might as well be the, and it looks good with green and stuff too. It's just like a little tiny pop, right? Because I don't really have too many places to put paintings. I might still squeeze one or two in. Now that I think about it, I think we're gonna go with the orchid. Because like, I appreciate the suggestion though, don't get me wrong. I really, really do. Let's get some paintings.
Airsoft_Wabbeat said, will the torch flower go in a pot?
I think it'll be too big if nothing else. I don't know actually. I've never tried. We can certainly demo it. We'll try it out right here because I don't think it's the right colors I want. Oh, it does. That does look cool though. But like I want it to stand out a little bit. Like I don't want it to blend is the thing, right? That is good to know though. Oh wait, we've used that before, haven't we? That's like a thing in Waypoint. Cuz like I feel like a lot of these colors, at least for me, they're blending in together right now. So I want something that stands out, not a lot, but like enough, you know? And I think that little tiny pop of blue does that. You know? We have that a little bit with the bookshelves as well. Just like the smaller things. I feel like a 1x1 right here could work. Oh, let's fix this. Here we go. And then I gotta decide how I'm gonna carry the roof down here. I guess it's just gonna be more cherry. More cherry coming through and doing its thing. I'm gonna actually attach this. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of cherry. And I think that's gonna be okay. It's gonna be alright. Okay.
Airsoft_Wabbeat said, what about 1x2 high?
I could. The only reason I'm avoiding that is because there's only 2 options, right? There's literally only 2 options for that. I mean, I'll certainly try it. I'm just grabbing a few of these 1x1s as well. Not all of them, but a few. Right, because like doing that here, it feels... I guess it's not that bad, honestly. But it's like, these are my only 2 options, and I don't love either of them right now. Dang it. I guess that one? And then this one right here could have a couple. Oh, I didn't want that one. 1x2. It's not, okay. Because I like having them elevated like that. I mean, this isn't bad. This is not bad. I don't want it for the whole thing. We're gonna go maybe like that. Yeah, I feel like that works better. I feel like that works better. Okay, so now we just have the staircase to worry about. Right, because we need... cherry stairs. And cherry slabs. There we go. Okay, that is tight. That is tight. Okay, that is tight. I don't really want... I guess I could raise it 1 at this point. Oh, that kind of goes back to... Hold on. We're gonna fiddle with this a little bit, you know? Oh, wrong thing. Let's actually... Oops. Right, and then we can bring this down to slabs, I guess.
Swift Simeon said the clock hits midnight for me, so I'm off to turn back into a pumpkin. Good night, everyone.
Fair enough. Have a good night, though. Thank you for chilling with me. I appreciate that. Okay, and then we have... You know what? Let's bring this up one
Airsoft
more.
_Wabbeat said those stairs are dirty lol.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. And then we go down into this. That's tight. That's tight. I mean, it functions, but it just feels really tight. I feel like I'm smacking my face on that. Okay, what if I just did, like, something like this? Was that better? Is that better? Still a tiny bit tight, but I'll take it. I'll accept that. I do need to worry about lighting over here, too, actually, now that I think about it. And I think there's probably only going to be one real way to accomplish that. And that is gonna be with, first of all, that going up like that. That's better. That's better. So, lighting. Lighting, lighting, lighting. What do we do for lighting? I don't know the answer to that question. But until I do, we're gonna fiddle with this a little bit. Actually, maybe we'll do something like this up here. I don't think I'm going to be carrying that on the whole time, but it's good for down here, for up here, I should say. And then here we'll
Airsoft
do that.
_Wabbeat said a light bulb might help.
I mean, what am I going to use as a light bulb, huh? Mr. Smartass. Okay. Here we go. Like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna get the frog light like before? It could absolutely be a thing, to be fair. Boom.
Airsoft _Wabbeat said an egg.
An egg? I'm confused. I'm legitimately trying to figure this out. Okay. Let's throw in some of this over here. A little bit of detail. Do I need it? Technically, no. No, I don't. But I'm doing it anyway. Because I think it looks better. Okay. I don't know if that's what I want, but I also don't want nothing visible here. I want to have, like, a light source visible, right? Like... But I'm not sure what to actually do for this. I don't know if I like that, but it works. So maybe I'll just roll with it for now, you know? Because, like, there's not really any... Wait, idea, potentially. Potentially. Let's try something. I feel like that's probably what we're doing. I feel like that's probably what we're doing. Okay. I've yet to put anything in these rooms. It's literally just... I think we're gonna go with chests. I usually go with barrels. But honestly, I think chests make a little bit more sense. I just go with barrels because they're newer blocks and... you know, whatever, but I think double chest for the couples. Wait. They need to fucking move. You can barely move in here, but you know, it's fine. There is no light in here. I just realized. Literally no light. That's... I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, this one's gotta be like this then, because there's not really any other spot. I could stack them, I guess. I could stack them. Yeah, I could definitely stack them. And then throw, like, maybe a torch up here, I guess. Torch. Here I was going like, yeah, I don't really build the torches that much, but we need light in here. And there's not a ton of space. You can't argue with the fact that torches don't take up a lot of space. And you can put them just about anywhere. So, there you go. We're gonna go with this. Here we go. And then right there. And then right there. And that should be all of them. Perfect. Okay. You know what? I kind of want to just have a little bit of an overview of what we've done, right? Because we've got this. We've just done this. So I don't feel the need to, like, show this off forever. But we've finished our inn. I kind of like it. It's very, very, like, simplistic, especially for the rooms. But it functions, and I'll take it. I will accept it. We've got this over here as a cool little concept. That I actually kind of like a lot. Because it's going to look into the store. Whatever this is going to be. And then we built this. Which I do like a lot. I do like this a lot. It's nice. Again, it feels kind of simple to me too, but like, I think it works. And then, pretty much the last thing we've done, while I was ranting about being hard on myself, is the horse parking and the outside of the actual inn part. Which I think looks good. Do I want to add... I've done this before, but do I want to add... I have thoughts. I have a thought, right? Y'all are gonna have to bear with me with my thought here. What do you think? I kind of like it. Kind of makes it less, like, orange. Not that that's a bad thing, but, like... I think it just adds, like, a little bit more to it. Oh, it's not at all what I wanted to do. I'll have to go back in there and fix it. Wait, no I don't. Fixed it. Totally fine. We got the emotional Pokemon music happening. I kind of love it. Kind of love it. I'm here for it. And there we go. We're gonna back away from it. Did I screw any of it up? Nope, looks good. Okay. I'm actually okay with it having a flat roof. I'm okay with it having, like, details that are just simplistic and nothing crazy, honestly. Because, like, the roof is literally just...
Airsoft_Wabbeat. Said I do like that.
Yeah, so this is what it's looking like at the front so far. So keep in mind that we're keeping this. I'm gonna, like, rip this out and, like, make other farms and stuff out here, too. Like, just basic crop type farms and things. Or maybe we'll keep something like this. Right? I do want to keep this. I think I'm gonna, like, rework a couple of details on this and stuff, maybe. Like, just add a few things to it. Who knows? It's such a weird... It's a weird building. But maybe I'll build bigger stables out here or something. You know?
Airsoft_Wabbeat. Said 360 cow lol.
360, yeah. Now they're both stuck in there. Look at them go. Oh my god. They're dancing. They're having a good time. You know? They are, they're having a good time. Okay. Right. Man, I'm at the point where I'm just staring at cows for a while. I think this might be the time to call it, honestly. But, like, honestly, we've done really good. Like, we did a lot today. I'm gonna take screenshots. Hang on. I'm gonna actually turn my shaders on for screenshots. I know I kept them off for this, but, like, I just think they look really good for screenshots and stuff, and I'm gonna share them with peeps. So I just kind of wanna do the fancy. We get to see how this looks all fancy now. Ooh. Yes, okay. Wonderful. And then we go in to our little diner area. We can see it from here. Well, it's not really, like, the best shot. Maybe I'll go in closer to the portal. And then we'll do another one from right here. And one money shot. This looks so moody! Look at this with the shaders on. Look at this! Heck yeah! I'm gonna take one more from, like, right here? Sure. Beautiful. I grabbed my screenshot. Just look at it. Oh, it looks so good like this. Yes, I love it. Okay. Oh, beauty, right? So, imagine, like, I can just imagine what this place is gonna look like when we're done with it, right? Because I love the central bit, you know? I love this central bit. I was gonna say it almost looks like a flower, but it's like an outstretched cross almost. Kind of by pure accident. But I love it. I'm so here for this. Okay. Okay. The outside of the mall area definitely needs work, but we'll get there. We will get there eventually. Who knows? Let's go over to our chat screen. We've been here for like 3 hours. You know, it's all good. Alrighty. I love what we've done today. I think it's amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put out the game. I need to like eat. I had cereal at the beginning of the stream. My bowl is still here and I should really be tossing that in the sink, honestly. But it's whatevs. It's absolutely whatevs. So, I don't remember what I was gonna say. We are gonna carry on with Metopia on Wednesday. I don't know if that's gonna be our final Metopia stream or not. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm doing Friday though. I've yet to determine that, so I am open to suggestions. We could even do Minecraft again if we really wanted to. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to do for Friday. I'm a little bit stuck on that, so I, you know, would love to hear what you guys have to say on that. Ow, excuse me. There's like a couple things I could do, because like I just got Mario RPG. I kind of want to finish that first before I stream it. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of people streaming it. I could be wrong on that though. I should check, because maybe that could be fun. I have trouble with the text in it though. The text box kind of sucks. And some of the cutscenes are auto scrolling, which I it's frustrating, but it's fine. Not worrying about it. Okay. When are the ads starting? Oh, they're starting in 17 minutes. Okay, I'm actually looking at Twitch today. It's like a whole thing. But yeah, we'll figure out Friday. Definitely toss in your suggestions if you have any. I would love to hear it. I'm gonna go ahead actually and drop my Discord link into chat real quick. It's the best place to hang out and get all the noties and make suggestions if you are so inclined. So here you go. There's that. But yeah, I'm gonna head out for tonight. I need to eat and sort stuff out, so I'm gonna do that. You guys have yourselves a good rest of your night, and I will catch you on Wednesday. Peace! As soon as I can find the button. Alright, peace for real.